Hi everybody, it's Scarlet Pete here, and today I thought I'd show you how I make a cheesecake. Now I'm not at home with my lovely house cow and all my own gift products from her, so today I've been down the shop to buy some ingredients you're probably very familiar with. So to make cheesecake we need cottage cheese, some mascarpone, some extra thick double cream, and I'm going to use honey to sweeten it, homemade vanilla essence to flavour it, and then we're going to do the bottom, which is some digestive biscuits, some nice butter, and then we can use with that sugars. You can use brown sugar, soft sugar, white sugar or honey. So those are your options. And to do all of this we're going to need I'm going to use the food processor to whiz up the cheeses, and then I'm going to show you how I beat up the digestive biscuits with a rolling pin. Ta-da! The rolling pin. So the first job, first of all, of what I'm going to do is smash up these. So you can take them out and put them in a plastic bag and beat them up, or I'm going to fold them into a cloth, and then all I do is beat them, or drop them, or throw them at a wall, whatever it takes to render them into crumbs. Now the reason I put them in this is just to catch anything in case the packet splits or the bag splits when you're beating it up. I'm going to put those now into a bowl. I think we just finish them off in the bowl. So depending on how crunchy you want them, you can make them really fine by whizzing them up in a food processor, or you can leave a bit of bite to it and a few crumbly bits. You choose. The next thing we need is to melt the butter. Now I'm going to melt the butter in the container that I'm going to put the cheesecake in, because then I've not dirtied something for nothing and it will help it not stick to the base. So let's melt this. You can either melt it on top of a boiling saucepan of water and the steam will melt it, or microwave it. Now while that's microwaving, we'll throw a bit of sugar in. You can put white sugar, brown sugar, or whatever you want in it, or no sugar at all. You're in control. You know what you like. Butter's melting nicely. Now what we're going to do is pour in enough butter to damp the mixture well enough for it to stick together and be moist, but not too runny, because then it will become rock hard. So now we can see it's just starting to get to clumping together stage. That's probably enough. So if we press it, it just needs a tiny bit more because it's not sticking together yet. So a teeny bit more. Now let's have a look. If we squeeze it together, see it just sticks when it's ready. See that just sticking together? So that's it. Now you may be asking, why am I not giving you amounts? Well, the way I cook is dollops and bits and slurps. So you put in what you have. You can make a big cheesecake or you can make a small one. The principle's the same. You're just damping the cheesecake base, maybe you've got half a packet of biscuits, with butter to make it stick together. Now it's sticking together properly. Next thing to do is put it into the greased bowls, and we're just going to press it in. We can use the back of the spoon, which is what I've used here, to push this down, or we can use the bottom of a flat glass just to push it so it's not too firm but just nicely pressed down. And we have some left over. Now it's time to get on and do the topping. Yummy, creamy, cheesy topping. Now we can put those in the freezer to set while we work. So all I've done now is I've got a pot of mascarpone, pot of cottage cheese and a pot of extra thick cream. Now we want to make it thick and gooey, so we won't want to use too much cream. We want to make it quite cheesy, so we might use 2 cottage cheese amounts, which this is, how many grams is this? What is this? 300 grams. And then we've got a small pot of mascarpone. So I'm going to pour them all into there. Mascarpone, cottage cheese, and to start off just a few dollops of the extra thick cream, because the cream might thin it down and we don't want to do that. We want it nice and thick and yummy. So now we're going to whiz that up with a few drops of my homemade vanilla beans in vodka. So that's vanilla essence, delicious. So tablespoonful and a dollop to your taste of sugar, which would be powdered, or honey in this instance. Time for a little taste test. Now I'm just going to taste a bit and see how I like it. Is it creamy enough? Is it vanilla-y enough? And is it sweet enough? And this is the point you adjust it to make it how you like it. You can even use lemon juice and lemon zest at this point as a flavouring. I'm happy with the sweetness, but I've added a little more vanilla so I get a vanilla kick. That's better. Just right. Now it's time to get the bases out of the freezer. And what we're going to do is pour on or spoon on this lovely topping onto the base. There we go, that's all out. Now I still have enough left to do the second one, and the second one's going to be lemon flavoured. Let's finish this one first. So we've ladled that all on, and now I'm just going to do a fancy pattern on the top. So just taking that from the middle out, we're going to go round in a circle. There we are, isn't that pretty? Now we could leave it there, put some sprinkles of chocolate that we could scrape onto the top, but what I'm going to do is add some of my delicious elderberry, rosehip and apple jam. And I made some the other week. Look at that, a lovely set. So I'm going to spoon that on top, spread it around so we can still see the pretty pattern underneath through it. And there we have a beautiful cheesecake. That's going to go in the freezer just to set it up quickly while I get on and get a lemon zested, some juice squeezed, and make a lemon flavoured one to show you next. So there's the lemon zest. That's going to go in with the cream, the cheese and the ricotta. Now some squeeze of lemon. We use a little bit of sugar to sweeten this one instead of honey, because I've just run out of honey. And now it's time to put that onto the top, and it tastes delicious. That's lovely, isn't it? Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some organic black chocolate, and I'm just going to make some curls to go on the top by scraping it with a knife. Here we have two beautiful cheesecakes made in less than half an hour with really good ingredients, finished with a twist of lemon on the top with that one. Doesn't that look gorgeous? You know you want to eat it. So now I'm going to show you one last little trick I do. This is my ricotta pot that's empty. I've got some left over. What I'm going to do is put some in that, the base, and then when I'm next making some, that will go in the freezer. I'll top it up and I'll have a small dose that will have its lid on the top, and then somebody in the family will have a nice treat when they go out because they can have a little mini one-person sized cheesecake. So thank you so much for watching. Oh, shall I show you a slice of it first? Go on, I'll do that. So that's how it looks. Look, we've got a lovely thick luscious topping, a lovely crumbly bottom, which doesn't look so pretty on the plate, but still. And we'll get Lily to taste it for you and she'll tell you what she thinks. So Lily is going to be our guinea pig and test it. Come on Lily, taste. Now she's going to tell me it's not nice. It's too creamy. Come on.
It's very nice.
Pardon, look at camera and tell everybody.
It's very nice.
Thank you very much. So if you'd like to give that a go, please do. Please comment in the comments below and tell me about your experiences and what flavours you like. And maybe you'd like to know what we're going to do with a pile of apples that we have over here. Maybe if you'd like to know that, give me a comment in the comments below as well. While Lily finishes off the rest of the cheesecake, there's nearly none left on the plate, I'll say thank you so very much for watching. Like, share and subscribe, and be a devil. Make a comment so I know you're there. Bye-bye, everybody. Say bye-bye, Lily.
Bye.
Bye-bye, everybody.